Hello, dear friends. Hope everybody's all right. And I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year so far. And let's start today just with a recap of how things are going in the world. So the news of the day is the sad news is the death of Red Coach Pio or Gonzalo Lira in a Ukrainian prison. It seems he died of pneumonia and neglect. I never knew what to make of Gonzalo, to be honest. It was not clear to me if he was just some sort of foolhardy, slightly crazy guy who liked to take risks, or even as some have suggested that he was some sort of agent or double agent. I'm assuming he was just some guy who didn't fully realize the risks he was taking until it was too late. But he was a brave guy. You can't deny that. And the American government fought tooth and nail to release a black lesbian basketball player from a Russian prison who had been arrested for a common crime, but did absolutely nothing for an American citizen who was basically a political prisoner. And I think he was both Chilean and American citizen, but it seems the Chilean government also didn't do much. So, rest in peace, Red Coach Pill. Whichever way you look at it, the situation in Ukraine is very bad, and it's very sad. I mean, the world was told to stand for the Ukraine, but what was the result of that? Just unnecessary death and maiming of thousands of young people, and millions of others leaving the country never to return. But those who stayed have even worse prospects. It is reported that the current Ukrainian birth rate is 0.7. I suppose most people who stayed are old. The economy is in shambles and BlackRock is taking over. Larry Fink basically owns the country now. And the other news of the week is Americans and Brits bombing the Houthis in Yemen. What is it about the Brits? America's lust for war, I guess we can understand. They have this huge military industrial complex and they need to make money selling weapons. Each missile they throw is more money in someone's pocket, courtesy of the American taxpayer. But the UK has lots of problems, they no longer have all that power, and yet they still seem to like to pretend they are a large empire where the sun never sets. In lots of ways, the Ukraine war was prolonged because of the UK. The UK seems to have been behind both the Nord Stream explosion and the Crimea bridge attack. And now that the US is more interested in supporting Israel in destroying Gaza than in supporting the Ukraine war effort, Britain is still doubling down in the Ukraine. And of course now the UK is also behind the bombs in Yemen, which will expand the current war in the Middle East. It seems 2024 is starting with a bang, but we'll see later what happens. I hope it's not too bad. Happy New Year to all.